Hey everybody, this is Sean B. Bradley, President of Dealer Synergy and the creator of the Millionaire Car Salesman Group. And we are in construction in our headquarters, so I'm like a displaced refugee right now. I'm in the hive. Okay, this is my girl Franca Vidal, head of Dealer Synergy CS. Young Jedi Malik right there. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I wanna show this to you in the group. And my friend over here, Tony White, had posted this. What should you pay a rep if daily goals are not met? If they don't reach call volumes, appointments, and appointment shows, should there be a sliding bonus scale? If you don't do standards, you shouldn't be paid like the rest. Pay should be based off of performance. 30% off of mark, the 30% less on bonuses. And, this is a legitimate question because, you don't want to pay stupid tax. So in my opinion, I'm just going to say this right here. At Dealer Synergy, what we do is we have two pay plans for the BDC reps, okay? There's a base pay plan and then there's a pro pay plan. Again, there's a base pay plan and there's a pro pay plan. So let's just say, for example, the base pay plan, and this might change. Okay, it definitely changes depending on what part of the country. And obviously, if you're in Louisville, Kentucky, compared to Los Angeles, California, the base might be a little bit different. So let's just give you a potential situation here. And folks, for those people that are chiming in here, this is very important. Your pay plan is very, very, very important to your overall success of your department, okay? Again, your pay plan structure is very, very essential to the success of the department. So let's just give you a scenario. Let's just say that you are in New Jersey, right? Let's say you're at a Kia dealership in New Jersey. What I would say is that when you have a brand new hire, you might want to start them out at $400 a week salary, or let's just say $10 an hour as the base, okay? But then you're gonna compensate them for $1 for the appointment made, let's say $10 for the show, and let's say, $20 for the delivery. Now, that's all the above. Let's say they make the appointment, they show up, and they, buy the car. So do the math, that's $20, $30, $1, okay? So again, for the people that are clicking in here, what I'm saying is this. Here's an example pay plan for a brand new hire, okay? Let's just say you start them at $10 an hour or $400 a week salary is the base. Then the commissions would be $1 for an appointment made, $10 for a show, and then $20 for delivery. Now, that's the basic pay plan. In Dealer Synergy, what we do is we say that you are not allowed to try to qualify for the pro pay plan for at least 30 days. This is a trial period. I want to give you time to learn and earn the privilege of getting to the pro pay plan. So after 30 days, what you're going to do is be able to qualify for the pro pay plan. Now, what do you have to do to qualify for the pro pay plan at Dealer Synergy? Well, you have to first memorize the outbound script completely. You have to memorize the inbound script completely. You have to memorize the 7 main reasons why people are going online, which is going to be price, availability, convenience, I hate car salesmen, research, trade, and credit. And Dealer Synergy provides approximately 120 rebuttals or expectations for the top 7 reasons why people are going online. But to qualify for the pro pay plan, all you have to do is memorize 5. So 5 times 7 is 35 word tracks. That's it. Okay, so again, price. I want you to be able to memorize at least 5 different price rebuttals. You need to memorize at least 5 different credit rebuttals, at least 5 different trade rebuttals, etc., etc. Okay. Next is you have to understand what your dealership's value package proposition is, meaning why buy from us? What is different and better about your dealership? Now, if you do that, okay, and you've gone through the Bradley On Demand certification for phone sales or internet sales for levels 1, okay, you will be able to qualify for the pro pay plan. So let me repeat this for the people that are just clicking in again. So as you see in the description here, we're talking about how do you compensate people that are mediocre, that are not pulling their weight, that are not performing, not hitting objectives. Don't fight them. Don't fight them. It's really simple. You start them with a basic pay plan, but then you have a pro pay plan. That's the too many dealerships, I feel, don't take advantage of the pro pay plan concept. I'm talking about this for the coordinators or BDC, but this is really freaking viable for the showroom and even viable for management, for sales sales management, floor managers, etc. So let's go into it again. Now I'm going to just expedite this. I'm going to talk quicker, right? Kat, you know what I'm saying? Just ask the questions and you shall receive the answers. So again, a basic pay plan, as an example, is $10 an hour or $400 a week. $1 for an appointment made, $10 for a show, $20 for delivery, okay? Then what's going to happen is this. Once you have, been there for 30 days, then you're able to qualify. How does that happen? Well, if you're a Dealer Synergy client, only Dealer Synergy, we'd set up a Zoom video conference, and then we would test you. Or if you're not a Dealer Synergy client, just a manager needs to obviously take somebody in there. This is not an open book test. This is the problem. There's too many dealers around here that have these fucking training companies that come in for like 3-4 years and nobody's memorized shit. Yeah, I mean, like, how do you have a training company for phone sales, internet sales, whatever? You don't even know your road to the appointment process. You don't know your objections. You don't know your rebuttals. So for us, it is very critical. It's system critical that they've memorized the outbound phone call script, memorized the inbound phone call script, memorized the 7 main reasons why people are going online: price, availability, convenience, I hate car salesmen, research, trade, and credit. Okay, and they've memorized at least 5 rebuttals for the 7. That's 35 word tracks. We provide our clients with 120 responses, rebuttals, word tracks for the top 7 reasons. So to only memorize 35 out of 120 is really not that difficult, in my opinion. Now, what's the payoff? If you've done that, if you've been certified in level 1, at least level 1 in Bradley On Demand, and you've done those prerequisites, then great. You've now qualified for the pro pay plan. What is that? So you go from $400 a week salary to maybe $450 or $475, depending on what region you're in. So let's just say $450, right? So you get a bump on the base, but then you get, now the dollar stays, because the dollar is, it's almost like superficial, or it's more ceremonial, if you will, because it's cause and effect. The more people you call, the more appointments that you make. The more appointments that you make, the more appointments you could confirm. More confirmed appointments, more shows, more sales. Okay, there's a cause and effect. So I want to condition them, but I don't want to pay stupid tax as a manager, as an owner. So what I'm going to do, okay, Blue Kendrick, you know what I mean? If you want to like run your mouth with dumbass shit like that, I'll boot you out of the group, dude. BDC sucks. They give leads to who they desire to. Maybe your dealership sucks, your BDCs, but that's not how the rest of the country is, dude. And then there's no negativity in here. So if you want to turn around and spew stupid shit like that, I'll have one of my moderators boot you, and you could go turn around and selling 9 cars a month on the floor, like you probably are. Now, going back. Yeah, so don't play with me when I'm speaking. I'm trying to train people, okay, dude? Play your position, man. Learn and shut up. Let's keep it moving. Next. So again, if you turn on and get to pro pay plan, you're going to be able to get a bump on the base. So if it's 400, you go to 450. Then from there, you stay at the dollar, but here's where it is a jump. From $10 a show, it's $20 a show. And then from $20 a delivery, it's $35 a delivery, $4 a delivery. We use 35 at Dealer Synergy, so I'm going to repeat that. You go from 400 to 450. You stay at $1 for the appointment made. But for the appointment show, you double from $10 a show to $20 a show. You jump from, $20 a delivery to $35 a delivery. But here's the catch. So Tony, this is the internet director that asked for this. This is big. They don't just automatically get pro pay plan and stay there. They've got to requalify every single month. But wait, it's not the same thing. They don't have to go through that test again. To maintain pro pay plan after you've qualified, there's certain metrics. Here's what they are. First and foremost, they have to make 120 outbound phone call attempts minimum. You might think that's a lot. It's absolutely not a lot, because you got to realize statistically in 2020 right now, I promise you the national average for connections, if you make 120 outbound calls, you will be lucky if you talk to 12 people that day. Okay, because the connection rate with a non-predictive dialer is so low. It is like 9 to 10% on average. So my whole philosophy is that if you're not making at least 120 outbound calls, what are you doing? If you're not doing product presentation, demonstration, drive, delivery, you're wasting time. So that's the first thing, is that they have to average 120 outbound calls, for the month to be able to have that pro pay plan continue. Next is that they have to have at least a 25% appointment made ratio from connections. So let's play this psychologically out here. Let's just make sense. If I make 120 outbound calls, right? I am estimating that I'm only going to speak to, if I'm lucky, 12 people that day. So out of those 12 people, I need to make a minimum of 25, percent appointments from connections to appointments. It's got to be a 25% ratio. National average is like 30 for dealer synergy, not regular people. Sorry, it is what it is. But our clients are averaging about 30 to 33%. So bare minimum of 25 is the benchmark. Now, here's a big one though. In our system, you have to have a minimum of a 60% show ratio. Folks, we're averaging over, 65 to 70% appointment show. And we also have some people that are doing 80, 85%, no exaggeration. So for us to be able to maintain pro pay plan, you have to have a minimum of a 60% show ratio. Now, here's the kicker. Okay, there is no qualifier for deliveries because it's not the BDC rep's fault if you got a weak desk or you got a salesperson like this idiot over here that wants to talk shit. This guy right here, was his name, Blue Kedrick, someone like that. Again, you can't blame the BDC rep if you have, a salesperson that doesn't know how to close a deal. Blue, I'm only messing with you, brother. Okay, I'm just playing back. So now, it's not that deep. I'm having fun. So let's go through this again. And we're gonna finalize this, okay? And you can just rewind the video. So the thing is, how do you compensate somebody that's not performing? To me, it's, if you don't tie it to pay plan with specific, and this is very important measures right here, differentiators, then you're at the mercy of what people feel like doing. Now try to imagine if you qualify for pro pay plan. Can you imagine if you're making $20 hypothetically for an appointment, show, or $35 for delivery? Do you really want to turn around and slip back to $10, for an appointment, made, and then, appointment show, and $20 for a delivery? No. And can you imagine if you're good, you're just lazy and you made a couple bad choices, but yet somebody that's not as good as you is on the pro pay plan and they're making more money than you? It kind of helps manage itself, because like once you get that taste of that good money, that good life, you don't want to go backwards to the stupid tax, to the basic stuff. No. So again, it's psychological too. It's strategic. This shit works. The problem is that a lot of internet directors my clients that are on here, some of you guys slipped, you messed this up. If I was a director still, and I was a director for many, many years, this was a very critical piece and a tool that I used to have. It's like, I have a little puppy, if you guys seen, her name is Daisy. It's classical conditioning. You don't beat her with a newspaper because she's not doing stuff. Use positive reinforcement. It's really simple. If you do this, what are the things you want them to do? Can you imagine, all you that are listening to this right now and then are going to watch the reruns in the Millionaire Car Salesman group, think about it. What would you love to have each and every one of your BDC reps or your appointment setters or your internet coordinators be able to do? Hell, that's a huge victory. If I knew that they memorized the outbound script really well, they memorized the inbound script, they knew the top 7 reasons why people go online, and they had 5 strong rebuttals for each. And on top of that, they had a clear value package proposition to be able to articulate to your prospects what's different and better about what you do. And they have that why buy message. Does that make sense? Okay, so this is really, really critical here, folks. Now, once you give them the reward, that big bump, because it's a bump in the base and it's a bump in each of the commission levels, okay, but it's not like you got your driver's license once when you were 17 years old and you just keep that shit, you know what I mean? And you never studied, you never paid attention or what have you. There's no regulations. All you got to do is just pay the fee every time you got to renew your license. For here, every single month, if you want the privilege of that pro pay plan that you've earned, if you want to keep that pro pay plan, then you have to have a minimum expectancy of excellence. So again, it's not the minimum of not sucking, it's the minimum level of excellence. Okay, so my minimum level of excellence is going to be, again, 120 outbound phone calls. Okay, you got to average for the month, every day, but, over the month. You have to have at least a 25% appointment made ratio from connection, from outbound phone call connection to appointments. You have to have a 25% ratio, but you have to have a 60% show ratio. Folks, I'm telling you right there, if you just did that right there, you're about to light 2020 up. Hit me up with questions. I'm here to help. Thank you.